Welcome back, Stomp Wrestling gang. It has been a wild 24 hours with this whole Vince McMahon situation and the whole Sasha Banks situation, which we're going to talk about in a later video. But let's focus on Vincent Kennedy McMahon because yowzers, it's going crazy. So without any further ado, let's get straight to the video, guys. Let's talk about it. Vince, $3 million. Oh my God.
Are we surprised?
Oh.
Let's be honest.
He's
I'm
the
not
dirtiest
surprised.
player in the game.
It was about time, to be honest, that something came out. I'm not surprised.
But he's kept it under wraps for the longest, eh?
No, not really, because
Like,
she was hired in
no, I
2019.
mean, like,
so
no, I mean, like,
that long.
just dirty business. Because
Uh.
I'm damn sure that this is not the only thing.
No, it's not.
This is gonna be like a snowball effect.
More
Where one thing comes out, next, then the next, then the next. But generally, I feel like he's kept his shit together for the longest. Well, he's tried.
So he stepped down. No Vince.
Apparently.
No,
And
it's official.
Stephanie
It's official. They've released a statement.
And Stephanie is stepping in.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Stephanie is the interim CEO of the WWE as of right now. Vince McMahon has now stepped down as the CEO.
That's crazy. After she said she's stepping away for a while to focus on family.
Should I read the statement? Should I read the statement that they released?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who else were they going to give the job to? Who else were they going to give it to?
Nick Khan.
Vince would rather die than see the opposition take control of his company.
True.
Come on now. Let's be serious.
Let me.
Could you imagine if this happened back then in the Monday Night Wars and Eric Bischoff decided, hey, let me go buy WWE for a second?
Vince would rather die.
Ways.
He'd rather die.
Vince would die than let the competition run his company. Come on now. So let's hear the statement. Cardo, let's hear it.
WWE and the board of directors today announced that a special committee of the board is conducting an investigation into alleged misconduct by the chairman and CEO Vincent McMahon and John Laurinaitis, head of talent relations, and that's effective immediately. McMahon has voluntarily stepped back from his responsibilities as CEO and chairman of the board until conclusion of the investigation. McMahon will retain his role and responsibilities related to WWE creative content during this period and remains committed to cooperating with the review underway. So he's still running the creative. I didn't know that. The special committee has appointed Stephanie McMahon to serve as interim CEO and interim chairwoman. This is what Stephanie said, or Mr. McMahon said. I have pledged my complete cooperation to the investigation by the special committee and will do everything possible to support the investigation. I have also pledged to accept the findings and outcomes of the investigation wherever they are, said Mr. McMahon. I love this company and I'm committed to working with the independent directors to strengthen our culture and our company. It is extremely important to me that we have a safe and collaborative workplace, and I have committed to doing everything in my power to help the special committee complete its work, including marshalling and cooperation of the entire company to assist in the cooperation of the investigation and implement its findings, said Mr. McMahon. WWE and its board of directors take all allegations of misconduct very seriously. The independent directors of the board engaged independent legal counsel to assist them with an independent review. In addition, the special committee and WWE will work with an independent third party to conduct a comprehensive review of the company's compliance program, HR function, and overall culture. The company and the board do not expect to have further comment until the investigation is concluded.
Wow. I'm going to be real with y'all. I was counting down the days of Vince McMahon stepping down from WWE, but I didn't expect it to be let's hear me out. The day was going to come eventually, but
not like this.
With this situation going on, like Jesus Christ. Wow.
Stop. He's already dead. It's hectic.
Oh man.
It's hectic. It's hectic. Yeah, I think I agree with you completely that we knew that his time was limited with the company. And it's crazy how we went from who's gonna take over to why is Vince stepping down? I think nobody saw this coming. And I mean, I don't think anything other than him probably stepping down permanently. I think that's the worst case scenario. Because
I mean, when you have
huh?
when you're in a situation like this, you really want to be running the company and have people say, "Why is this happening?" You know,
Exactly.
It's bad PR.
I think
Bad PR.
it looks bad. It looks bad on
so
your
many
company
superstars,
as well as
exactly.
yourself.
So many superstars have been let go for such things, or worse things, actually,
So he's
or
still
lighter things, actually.
he's still heading up
So,
creative though. So he hasn't stepped away from the company. He's just stepped down as
and
chairman.
he never will. I don't think he ever will. Even if he steps down permanently,
Unless he
he's
sells.
still going to have a say,
Unless he sells.
unless he sells.
Interesting. So what do you think this is gonna mean
Hmm.
for the future?
Well, for the company, I don't know what to expect because we've all seen how the WWE product has been for quite some time. It's been good, it's been bad, it's been downright ugly. So all we got to do is just expect for things to get better and see, and we just got to see where this whole Vince McMahon case takes us. I mean, if we're talking Vince McMahon wise, I don't want to say, I don't want to be like, I support him, but the shit that he's done on TV, it's been inexcusable for years. I mean, we're talking about the same guy that said the N word on live television and made WWE release a statement saying that it's part of his character. This is also the same guy that even after Owen Hart's death at a pay-per-view went on with it because it was apparently what Owen Hart wanted. And not only to mention Vince versus God. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Am I really?
No.
Do I have any sympathy for Vince in this whole theory? Hell no.
I fear what this is gonna do to him, because I feel like after all this is done, he's going to have to find himself in a position where he decides whether to sell or give it to his children. And I think if he's going to lose a lot of money with this ongoing investigation and case, and if courts are involved, he's going to lose a lot. So he might want to make that back by selling the company.
I don't think he can get into legal trouble though, because unless
Well,
he
let's
uses his
look
own
at-
funds.
I mean, it
what I mean
depends
by
what
legal
else comes
trouble
out.
is, I don't think she can say anything now. The person who he allegedly had an affair with. I don't think.
Well, let's
in
look
that
at
sense,
case.
What else comes out though?
in the sense
Well, let's
of
look at it.
fraud, if he didn't use his personal funds, which they say he did, but we don't know where those personal funds came from, then I think he could get in trouble. But I could be wrong.
There's been some controversy surrounding Vince McMahon for so many years, and we as fans have ignored them because we thought it was gonna fly by. We were all gonna forget about it and all that shit. Some things are still inexcusable, like I said, but we're only choosing now to say, "Oh shit, this is really the Vince McMahon." I'm not saying it's all. I'm saying some of the fans have let this slide for quite some time.
But I think
And
the one thing we shouldn't forget is that Vince is a powerful man. So all this could end up in the air.
True.
all
All
this
could end up
it
in
could
the
just-
air.
all this could be swept under the rug as quick as possible. Because
Yes,
let's look at it like this. His net worth, as according to Forbes, is $2.4 billion. And
But just remember, he's the chairman, so that'll include his shares.
he's the chairman. He's the
That'll
chairman
include his
of
shit-
World
that'll
Wrestling
include his-
Entertainment.
That'll include what he owns of the company. So it's not his funds. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is not.
So we don't know how powerful he is on his own in terms of wealth. With a company, obviously his net worth is up there, but personally, we don't know where he stands. It's impossible to know.
I want to hear from you guys at the drop of a hat, right? First name that comes to mind. If it happens in an official statement that Vince McMahon is selling WWE, who do you think should buy it?
Should or will? Because I think Disney will buy it.
Should.
Disney.
They've got the money for it. And plus,
Disney.
WWE is a PG product, and it's going to appeal to more children. So
I think they
Disney
will.
making
Oh, my God.
Disney buying WWE, it's a no-brainer. But
Oh, God.
let's say this:
Oh.
if he does decide, if he does decide to pass it down to one of his kids, I'd say I've been wanting Triple H to take over the WWE for the longest time.
We don't know where his health
But-
stands though. That's
But
the
with
thing.
his health issues, I wouldn't want that right now because of health.
I
It
think,
makes sense for him.
I
not
think
to
Stephanie's a
take-
good.
I also
person to
think
take
Stephanie's
over.
a good fit.
She's
She's
a good
been in
fit
the
to take
company.
over.
She's been in the business. Yeah.
And she
I would have
didn't
said
just
Steph.
get placed up top there. I mean, she worked as a secretary.
She worked.
She's done the.
And she got spanked by John Cena. That's she paid her dues. She paid her dues.
We can't be talking like that with
Jesus.
an harassment case yet. Okay.
My bad.
It's a bit
My
touchy.
bad.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, Steph.
interesting
No,
time.
man,
interesting
it's not
times.
right.
I guess we'll
So,
have
yeah.
to see what
That's-
happens now. That's all we can do.
But
You
yeah,
updated. It's an interesting time to be a wrestling fan. Very interesting time.
a very interesting time. This has been the most interesting week to
Oh,
be
yes.
a wrestling fan.
Oh,
sure.
yes.
Specifically if you're a WWE fan.
For sure.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Plenty. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section about this whole Vince McMahon situation. And we will see you guys later in the Sasha Banks got released by WWE video. But until then, we'll see you guys just now.
Peace.
Peace.